see how bad it is. Just leave the door open.
Yeah.
Listen. Listen. I'm not letting. I see what it is. I'm not letting you close the door.
You blame your mom all you want. I'm gonna start beating the shit out of you guys every fucking weekend.
That's why I'm worried about her, because she's been eating feces and breathing it in. That's what when I say you can't walk to that room, she could die in that room. She was laying in maggots, flies, roaches, and feces. That's what she was sleeping in.
These are times when cops rescue kids from a terrifying house of horrors. Beginning with an appalling moment when they had to save a child living in extremely unsanitary conditions.
I see how bad it is. Just leave the door open.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm not letting. I see what it is. I'm not letting you close the door.
On May 24, 2023, Harrison County deputies, along with Child Protective Services, responded to a residence following a disturbing report of a child allegedly living in filth. However, what they discovered was far more disturbing than the initial report indicated.
Sheriff's office.
Oh, here we go.
How's it going? Alright. Don't get excited and close the door.
Are you Robert?
Are you Robert?
Yeah.
Okay. We're with Child Protective Services. My name's Jordan. This is Kristen. Law enforcement's here for our own protection and for your protection as well.
Okay.
So the reason that we're here is we had received a complaint about the conditions of your home and for the safety of your daughter about some unsanitary living conditions.
Yeah.
So is your daughter here tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your daughter's name? Is it Isis? Is that how I say that right? Isis. Okay. Is Tiffany Bailey home as well?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You want me to get her?
Okay. She's going to need to come out and speak with us as well, but we're also going to need see the inside of your residence tonight as well, because the complaint is pretty serious that you guys have some cockroaches inside. There's some concerns, some trash.
Bombed. Yeah.
Bombed. Okay. But before we can, leave tonight, we're going to have to see and walk through to make sure that the conditions are safe for Isis to remain
Okay, but
here tonight.
if it wasn't safe, that you decided it wasn't, then what?
Then we would need to make appropriate arrangements for your daughter.
The irrational noise of multiple dogs barking raised suspicion, and when 39-year-old Robert Snell entered the door, a swarm of roaches came crawling out with him, filling the air with an overwhelming stench of filth. Robert pretended as though nothing was wrong, but the officers were smart enough to stay on his trail.
Can you grab Tiffany right now? Okay. How many dogs do you have inside the residence?
Hey, I see how bad it is. Just leave the door open.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm not letting. I see what it is. I'm not letting you close the door.
That's fine. You can look in. I just don't want the dog.
I know. I'm not letting you close.
Don't let the dog run out.
Grab the dog.
Grab the dog.
Go ahead and yell for.
Go ahead and get the dogs.
All right.
Help me.
Are you Tiffany? I'm Jordan. This is my coworker, Kristen. We're with Child Protective Services. Law enforcement is here with us this evening for all protection as well.
Do something with the dogs so we can talk.
Yeah.
He's putting them out right now. I think they're keeping the door open.
I've seen too much. Not close the door.
Okay. So why don't you step over here and talk about that? That's because your daughter is living here in the conditions, and we can see inside the residence.
I know, it's terrible.
Okay.
It is.
All right. So, we're obviously going to walk through. We're going to take some pictures. And we obviously, just from seeing inside the residence, we're going to have to make some alternative measures for where your daughter can stay tonight.
You can hold her. Just come out and hang out.
All right. You're fine. You're okay.
Hi. I'm Jordan.
Come over here with your mom.
You can stay with her.
Come with me.
Yeah. Mom's coming with you.
Baby, you come with me.
Hello.
You're just come with me, baby. You're just going to
Want me to come over to you?
You're going to come down. You're going to...
No, it's all right. You're fine.
Baby, calm down. You're just
This is my friend Kristen.
You're just going to go down with Papa and Mama for the night.
Papa and Mama?
Yeah.
What do you do something with Papa and Mama?
This is the mean dog.
What is it?
Something about mean dog.
Okay, all right.
You're
Well,
Papa and Mama, so Daddy and Mama are going to clean the house.
But it's going to take ever.
Hey,
Okay.
dogs, get out.
All right.
No.
So we do need a phone number for Clara
Can you
and
please
Lawrence.
call your mom and dad? Yeah.
Officers quickly determined that the condition of the house was unfit for any child to stay. They noticed the young girl scratching ceaselessly, her body covered in bug bites, and her hair stiff with dirt. When questioned about the house's condition, the mother blamed poor health and financial struggles for letting things go out of control, but the officers weren't buying it.
We can tell him what happened. What happened with this house, I'll explain to him.
It's okay. I'm just trying to calm her down because she's really scared. I'd rather not talk about the house because we're going to have a conversation about the house once she's calmed down.
I just want to explain to you how it started.
Okay.
I got really sick and I was in the hospital. I died. And I ended up not being able to walk for a long time. And he got really caught up with taking care of me. And the house got let go for a very long time because of that. So that's how it all started and how it all happened.
Okay. All right.
How long ago was that?
In 2021, I lost my legs and couldn't walk until clear in the middle of 2022. And all that, and I had to go to like 5 million doctor's appointments. It took a very long time to get healthy again, and all that happened. And
So how long?
She died for 6 minutes. We were in a coma for like 2.5 weeks.
So how long have you been well?
I just started got my legs and walking back again towards the end of 2022, and everything just started getting back to normal again. And I just started getting back to work and all that. So
How are you guys getting like groceries and that sort of thing?
his dad,
Okay, they're bringing them in.
I order them online, and
All right.
his dad gets picks them up,
How?
or I go to the grocery
It's
store.
getting a car seat to put it in. Couldn't go anywhere without
So you guys don't have transportation?
My
I
parents
don't
is right
drive.
So you guys don't go anywhere?
there. No. When was the last time she was at your dad's house?
It's been a long time. My dad and I don't really speak
So what's a long time?
a long time,
We talking 6 months? We talking 6
longer.
years?
Probably.
How many years?
I can't remember how old she was last time.
Was Albert even going to entertain the situation?
Oh yeah, he loves his granddaughter.
Can we call him?
I'll call him.
Okay, go ahead.
Dad, I have a favor. Can Isis come and stay with you tonight?
Would you like
it's
us to talk
important.
to him? You can put him on speakerphone.
I know, but CPS is here. And I think
somebody's coming.
Can you be transparent with him and tell him it could be a lot longer?
Yes.
You're gonna still take my daughter for a long time.
Well,
for my house.
I think
being
you're going to
dirty
have bigger problems than us. We have officers here.
or for a dirty house.
It's uninterpreted.
I mean, my house will be cleaned overnight.
But it's not necessarily a dirty house. It is a health risk. It's to the point where it's probably
I
criminal.
promise you it will not be.
I can bet money on it.
But it's not the fact of what it will be, it's the fact of what it is currently. And it's
I understand
Let me
it's
finish,
serious.
please. Let me finish, please. It's 100% child neglect. That's all there is to it. There's no reason for this. I understand she was sick. I understand you have some mental health
literally
issues.
died.
I understand that, but she's been well for a while.
She ain't even all the way better. She can't even stand up for more than maybe a
You
second.
can't.
Do me a favor. Don't argue with her. Just be quiet and listen. Just listen to her.
But I'm trying to understand why if she's not well, why can't you still clean your house?
Hello.
That's not the way this is going to work. That child.
Can I have my granddaughter?
So here's what we're gonna do, ma'am. Let's walk
Talk
back
to
here and
these
have a
ladies here.
conversation. Let's walk back
I don't want
here.
to talk in front of her.
Out of earshot of. Hey, Isis, can you come over here in the light or sit right there so I can take a picture of you? Can I take a picture of you? You want to stay there with mom? Is that okay?
She really like that.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay right here, honey.
You like taking pictures of yourself all the time.
Thank you.
If you want to leave her out there.
That's what I was getting ready to do.
Yeah, just go get her because Grandpa's gonna get on the road.
Gotta go get mom.
Here.
I'm right here. Grandma punch.
Need her hair washed. Stiff as a board.
She drinks water. She likes water. She likes juice. She likes all that stuff. Ain't picky. She's not a normal kid. She likes veggies.
She likes water too, which is weird. Most kids don't really like water. They always want pop or something like that.
The grandparents arrived to help, but they couldn't shield them from the reality of what was about to unfold. As the officers walked through the apartment, the extent of the infestation became alarming. Although Robert claimed they had already deployed bug bombs, the situation was so severe that the officers knew it wouldn't be enough.
You guys understand they would like to walk through and witness what's
Yeah.
inside. Okay, you guys good with that?
You can't walk through there, but you can. You're asking me.
Okay.
There's absolutely no way you can walk through there. You can't
walk through?
You can't walk through. Just to be honest.
The whole house?
Well, there's a refrigerator that I didn't get
Just to be
moved from in front of the door.
They have permission.
You have permission to walk through, but you can't walk through. Just,
Well, this might not take
I'm
long.
just being
What's the
honest
bug
with you.
situation?
There's roaches up there.
Are they everywhere?
Yes.
That's
We have a bunch of bombs. We have a bunch of bombs to bomb the house. We just haven't yet.
We're going to do it all the same.
I'm just upfront and honest with you because you know what you're walking into.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, I'll start with this.
If you want to have better look, thank you. If you want to have better look to try to get in the house, you can go to the back door and try to open it.
What door do you all typically use?
Well, we go through the front door because the time this can't go the door, but the back door is kind of easier.
I think this is really all we need. Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, Do we have to get through the whole thing? Seriously?
I don't think so. I mean,
I don't really. I think this is enough.
Are you arresting them?
I'm just getting the warrant. I'm getting charged. That's for fucking sure. But I just don't think it's.
Here, I'll give Jordan the phone. I don't think we do. I don't think it matters.
No, they. I mean, I'm just. I mean, she's out of the house. That's the most important thing. I can charge them.
Yes. And all the roofs, that's moving. Those dark spots are cockroaches.
Yep.
Where do you guys sleep?
We have a closet in the back.
Our prosecutor is going to want. Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
These ladies will file custody type court paperwork for child abuse and neglect in circuit court in Harrison County.
Yeah, we're just saying we just want to have a chance to make things right.
Today's the day. This is your choice in life.
Well, here's the thing. When it comes to the court system, will you get charged? More than likely, yes, you will. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. Now, after which, whether what the court wants to do, they can put you on some type of path to fix your situation, and if you don't, it could get way worse for you. Or if you do improve, then they can maybe drop things down to maybe misdemeanor status, stuff like that. Whether the thing is, this is very serious. So you might want to just do everything you can. If I would recommend, first thing, clean the house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because chances are there's going to be probably more visits at some point down the line.
Oh yeah.
Fix whatever you have to fix in this house.
We got them living at
thousands of roaches.
We got them when we moved to Oakmount.
Correct, because we had a referral when you at Oakmount for roaches as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to recommend. I know you guys really adore your dogs, but this is not fit for them either. I mean, I have to get a hold of animal control. Okay, after seeing this.
Could I not take them down to my parents?
But then you're moving the problem.
Then your daughter's not going to be in conditions to where she can go there to visit.
No, not my parents. That's her dad.
So you want to make your parents live like this?
No, just till we get everything.
What he's trying to get to you, we can't make you, but what you need to do is tomorrow to call animal control yourself and get rid of all your dogs and all your pets.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to kind of butt in here. I'm usually pretty. But you guys had some issues when you moved from one house and they transferred here. You're kind of doing the same thing. If you continue to just like move one piece of property to another house, to another house, to another house, dogs can like the same thing issues. That's why we also like told Albert like he's going to have to throw away your daughter's clothes. We told Albert he's going to have to throw away her clothes, take her to a doctor. She was digging at her skin and everything. She might also be carrying cockroaches in places that she was scratching at, itching, because cockroaches burrow. So, there's also some issues, like your dogs might be carrying them and transfer them to your parents' house. So carrying them from this house might also take them over to your parents' house. We don't want to keep creating issues all around you guys, because at some point, like, it's going to come to like a giant head and cause problems for everyone around you guys. So you guys really need to think about what's important to you at this point, whether that be your daughter, your dogs, your home, and make a decision. You guys need to think about that tonight and really.
If you can't afford to clean this up,
we'll get it done.
No,
I'm just going to say I'm going to go ahead and say it's very unlikely. What you probably need to do is consider getting a different place to live and start clean. I'm just being transparent with you.
That makes sense.
You guys,
I don't think
you
there's
guys
not-
aren't going to clean this house up.
I don't know what is even salvageable in
You
here.
need to just.
You'd be surprised what I can do cleaning.
Well,
But you're digging yourself a hole.
Nah.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that makes
What
it a
you
lot
can
harder
do,
for me. Yeah.
what you need to do is think about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Start a new life tomorrow. Because if you don't, you know what the result is. The result's no daughter and criminal court. It is what it is.
Yeah.
This safety plan just says that you guys have demonstrated that you guys aren't going to go over there, try and cause any problems for Albert. You guys are going to abide by the safety plan. You're not going to go over there and try to move in with him or anything at this point. If you guys are going to move, you're going to stay in contact with us and let us know where you guys are living. And if you guys do decide to move, we're okay with that. We'll just need to continue with the safety plan and try to move forward and help you guys.
A safety plan was put in place, but if they didn't show real progress within 90 days, the child would remain out of their custody. This wasn't just about cleaning the house, it was about ending the cycle of neglect that had already affected the child's health while giving these parents a shot at redemption. Robert Snell and Tiffany Bailey were both charged with child neglect. The real question is, would they act in time? This wasn't the only case where officers had to face the unimaginable, as the next story seemed to be like a scene straight out of a horror movie.
That's why I'm worried about her, because she's been eating feces and breathing it in. Hey, you can't walk to that room. She could die in that room. She was laying in maggots, flies, roaches, and feces. That's what she was sleeping in.
On September 28, 2023, deputies arrived at a Haywood residence after reports of 3 severely neglected children with no proper place to sleep. However, nothing could prepare them for the nightmare they were about to walk into.
Go ahead and open the door.
He can't get up. I hear her back here.
Thank you.
Hey, babe. Mr. Parsons, you on the couch? Okay, there you are. So we got EMA out here. They're going to check on the kids. We're also going to get some information, see if we can get APS as another form of assistance. I don't know if EMA wants to come out or wants us to walk them out. But so EMA is going to evaluate them. We'll get all your information for APS. And then, well, I guess your wife. Where's she at?
They're back there cleaning.
She's back there?
They're back there cleaning.
Okay. Hey, EMA is here to evaluate them, and then if y'all want to come out here too, we have 2 other officers that are going to talk and try to get APS, so we need everybody's information for APS. Because they give resources for adult protective services, such as like your husband's help.
Come here, Brandy.
I mean, we're making a huge impact on this.
Yeah, we are.
Miss Parson, what's your first name?
Alan.
E-N or A?
I need my ID and stuff, baby.
I can write it down.
Can I go wash my hands and stuff, please?
You know your kids' date of birth and all that?
Yeah.
You have your ID?
Yes. But her feet have been like that. And that's something the doctors have actually been looking at.
And as soon as I came in this morning, I was called. Now, DFAX, I think Miss Jones took a picture of her. She was standing on the pile, naked, and I think Miss Jones snapped a picture real quick. What's that smell? Other than the poop, did you spray something or? For you? Cardiac, and you have diabetes?
Was it you, me, and her?
Yeah, I had to look up the address to make sure we were going to the right place, and I seen the call. I seen that she had just had a seizure. Well, I seen she was unresponsive.
It was pretty scary.
Stepping inside, officers found Mr. Parson, a disabled adult, slumped on a couch claiming that he had no idea how bad the situation had gotten. It appeared he had lived with his wife and mother-in-law, both able-bodied, yet they made no effort to provide proper care for the kids. However, things would become more intense when officers wandered into a back room, only to find another child in a horrifying state.
Is there another kid?
He's
just
asleep. He's passed out.
Yeah, where's he at?
He's in my mom's room. Just give me a second.
Oh yeah, he was in the bed. Do you mind if he walks right back here?
I don't know.
They just have to look like they looked at him. Hey, baby. Hey. Wake up. Hey, boo. They gotta check you out. Okay? You're a hard sleeper. They gotta check you out. He shakes. I don't know why.
I think he might be autistic too.
Yeah. You say he's soaking wet?
Yeah, he pees. He pees in the bed. Like when he's sleeping, he'll pee. Because he wasn't wet when I brought him back here. So.
So
It's okay, baby.
He don't wear no diaper or nothing?
He does, but he didn't put one on him. I didn't put one on him this morning because we had just gotten up and he had just gotten up. But then he went back to sleep.
Well, I mean, you got to know this ain't healthy for him.
Yeah, I know.
And
his
right
doctor,
there,
I'm trying to get that room cleaned up. And this is why I've got all those bags and stuff in there. I'm getting it
But that's
done.
where you keeping her at?
I have been, yes.
That ain't that smart.
No, it's not. And I'm trying to get it cleared up.
You know, you got.
That's what I'm worried about her, because she's been eating feces and breathing it in.
That's what in my face.
Don't take it personal. She don't know.
The police actually hit him.
Come here, baby. Come this way. No, you're fine. You're okay. All this was trash. And she was, when I walked in, she was pulling her out of the tent naked to put her clothes on. Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah, well, I said she don't know. She wiped her poop everywhere and she spit. She don't know. Bless her heart. That old lady's room is immaculate. How do you as an adult let other children live like that? You can at least try.
She's being able-bodied and whatnot.
Yeah, her room is clean. That's what pissed me. The room where the little boys sleep, her room is nice. Or I'm calling DFAX now.
Officers decided they had seen enough, and it was important to implement precautionary measures, so DFAX, CPS, and APS were called in on the spot. His wife, tasked with caring for both him and their child, failed them both, and now the consequences were unavoidable.
All right, so I'm going to get APS out here for her. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what's going on. The two able-bodied people are going to go to jail. The only reason you are not is a little sympathy. I feel that maybe you didn't realize how bad your daughter had gotten. I'm going to get APS out here to help you. I'm going to get APS out here to help her. But let me tell you, 10 years, this is the worst I've ever seen. Okay? Y'all need help, but somebody has to be responsible. Okay? It'll be cruelty to children. And they'll have a hearing. No. Yeah. So, listen, you're not, this is how it works. Okay? DFAX is going to get them until you get this clean. Is there somebody that you can call?
I've got a brother-in-law and her brother-in-law.
I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm a mom, and somebody has to step in. When I say you can't walk to that room, she could die in that room. She was laying in maggots, flies, roaches, and feces. That's what she was sleeping in. You understand?
They keep me in the dark because I can't get up and move. I basically just come from the bed to here into the shower. I haven't been in that kitchen in a long time. I've never been back there at all. Not past that threshold. I've always expected my mother-in-law and my daughter.
And that's why I'm holding them accountable, because your mother-in-law is right across the hall from her sleeping in feces. And I'm not talking about a little bit of feces that she smeared. This is a whole long stretch of feces, maggots, roaches that she's laying in. Okay? I don't know how much longer she would have died. She's breathing all that in every day. So when DFAX gets out here, if they're cool with a family member, I'll get numbers from you. And if a family member is going to take them, great. That's even better for them. We're not trying to be difficult. And then we'll get APS out here to help you. They'll start sending, hopefully, nursing care, CNA, something like that out here.
What about my wife?
I'll get your number so she can call you and everything else.
I depend on her to take care of me.
That's why I'm calling APS today. But something's got to give. I'm getting APS out here, but maybe she needs some help. But at the same time, you can't lock your child in that room with all that. When I went in there, that's where she was laying naked. That's feces, maggots, roaches. That's where your daughter was sleeping. So that's the issue.
I told her. I mean, I spent almost $3,000 the last place we lived at for something similar, and she promised me that it would never happen again.
Well, that's why I said I'm not trying to be difficult, but I'm a mandated reporter and I'm a mom, and I got to get them somewhere safe and clean and healthy.
From jail until she
has a bond hearing.
But they can put her in jail right after the hearing.
No, somebody pays her bond.
You off of SSI, SSDI. That's all we survive off of. That's it. I'm begging, please don't take her. Just don't take it. Give them a warning. They're willing to, they're going to clean it.
Man, there's no way I can give a warning for that.
I got nobody else. I promise you, I got nobody to take care of
I'm calling APS out here to get you some help and start that up. And she may need help taking care of all of y'all. That's why I'm getting APS involved. And then they'll send somebody out here to help you and help her back here. That's still a help. She's 10. She can't fend for herself.
I understand that.
She's looking for y'all to take care of her. Just like you look for your wife to take care of you, somebody has to take care of her. And nobody is. And that's just being honest. She's left in that room to eat and sleep in it and be covered in roaches. So.
Believe me, I'm pissed. They're mad. I just don't know what. I love her too. I love all of them. This is devastating.
Yeah, I understand. Well, this is the route we're going to take because somebody has to be accountable. There's 2 able-bodied women in this room. And before, I don't mean no harm, before I take care of my husband, I'm going to take care of my child. So they're going to be held accountable. We're going to get APS out here to help you. DFACS will be out here. And if they're cool with you calling your family so that the kids are somewhere familiar, I'm cool with that too.
See if I can get one.
Okay.
I'm cool. I mean, at least can I say bye to her, please?
Yeah. Is this the only firearm that you have?
That's the only firearm. Okay. Yeah, that's the only firearm.
There was no going back. The images were beyond forgiveness and someone had to be held accountable. Both mother and grandmother were arrested and charged with 3 counts of cruelty to children in the first degree, while the children were immediately placed with relatives, finally safe from the nightmare they had endured. While this rescue exposed years of hidden neglect, the next case unfolded in seconds after a father assaulted his son for losing a video game.
You blame your mom all you want. I'm gonna start beating the shit out of you guys every fucking weekend. What you do? You fucking the f out. Did you not?
On December 26, 2022, officers were called to a home after a report that a father had assaulted his 14-year-old and 9-year-old sons. However, what began as a domestic dispute would soon unravel into unchecked child abuse.
Hello, how you doing, ma'am? Officer Martinez, St. Cloud Police Department. Okay.
Hey, Sam, it's Mom.
All right.
If he doesn't have any shoes, can we sit in the car?
In the car?
Are you sure? He's just cool.
Okay. All right, what seems to be the issue today?
So, my dad...
All right, question. Do you live with her?
Have to turn.
We're 50-50 custody.
Okay.
She's my mom.
I don't have to. I can sit in the car.
Biological dad?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But, so, he was just... We were just playing a video game, and I beat him, and then so he started playing again against a CPU, and then he lost, and he got mad, because I don't remember what it was. My brother had said something, and then he started punching him and stuff, and slapping him. And
started punching your brother?
Yeah, and like tackling him, and then...
How old is your brother?
9 and 10.
10?
Yeah. And then...
Where's your brother now?
He's in the house still.
Okay.
And then he said, "You're next." And then I tackled him away, and I got to the door, and I ran.
You have the video, you said?
Yeah.
There's a video?
Yeah.
Video of what? Him hitting your brother?
I think so. I tried to get some.
Okay.
This is not the first occurrence.
Has the cops ever been called before?
Yeah.
Both of you are f***ing soft ass bitches, and I don't understand where it came from. Were you a bitch?
No.
Are you not?
Yes.
I'm done. You blame your mom all you want. I'm gonna start beating the shit out of you guys every fucking weekend. Are you gonna handle it yourself? It's not like you gonna handle it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna handle it! Prove it, motherfucker! You're not bleeding. I would never make you bleed. And yet you're a Coach Astor's son, what? Why isn't he like that with me? And then you had one chance to make a tackle at the national championships. And what'd you do? You f***ing the f*** out. Did you not? You want to be an athlete?
Yes.
Or do you want to be a f***ing scholar?
An athlete.
Then why are you a bitch? Am I the only one that's called you a bitch? That's what Coach Hester was calling you. A bitch. Why can't he be violent with us? You can't be violent? I'm gonna make you so angry at me, you're gonna be violent on every body. Got me? Yes, sir. You sure? Yes, sir. You sure? Yes, you sure? Huh? Yes, sir. That's what you want? That's what you need for motivation? No. Then act like it. Yes, sir. You can't hit anybody? Yes, I can. Hit me hard! Come on! You're not that dude! You are not that dude! That was soft as Hit me! Hit me! Hit me! Hit me! Hit me! Again! Hit me! With a fist! Harder! That's the anger you need to learn. Tackle me. Hit me that low again, bitch. Yes, exactly. Was that my f***ing shins or feet? No, sir. Guess who's next? Go. Walker. Go.
That's when you hit him?
That's it. Yeah, that was first. Oh, not first time.
Alright, is your brother at the house now?
Yeah.
Where's this address at?
You're like an idiot police loop.
Hey, so this is what I want you to do. Go follow me to the address, but stay a couple houses down, okay? Alright, follow me to the address.
This wasn't discipline, it was cruelty. Video evidence showing a disturbing picture of a man who crossed every line. Officers knew they had to act fast to stop the trauma from escalating further. However, David would prove to be just as manipulative and defiant as he was violent, doing everything to avoid accountability.
Yeah, how you doing? Do me a favor, step out of the house. Alright. What's going on today? What's what? Alright, your son called. Your son's with mom right now. Showed us a video.
A video?
Yes. You hitting your other child?
I doubt that.
It's on video.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm fine. Yeah, he's fine. I saw the whole thing. He's fine.
Try to make things be what she wants them to be.
Okay. And you think that when you discipline them in that video is okay?
Well, yeah.
Why is that?
Because he isn't injured.
He isn't injured?
No, he's not.
So slapping him in the face because he lost a video game is...
That has nothing to do with what happened. That is his mom manipulating the situation.
No, I saw the video.
You saw the video. It's because he lost a video game? He wasn't even playing a video game.
That's calling him a bitch and smacking him in the face for not being an athlete was okay?
If I want to raise my kids, I want to raise them. If I don't injure them, what does the Florida law say?
Well, it's capital punishment. It's not capital
No,
punishment.
that is not true. Franklin, are you injured? Read your laws.
Well, sir, I'm going to explain something, okay? Corporal punishment has an extent. And based on the video that we saw,
my son.
Okay, who else is here?
Who else is here?
Yes, sir.
Well, clearly me, my daughter, and my son.
It's nobody else.
There's nobody else here?
No.
Okay, where's your other son?
He left.
Okay, is there a reason why you haven't called us or reported him missing?
Because he told me he was going to his mom's.
Okay, where's his mom?
And he's a teenager. If he wants to leave and go to his mom's during a marital dispute, what do you want me to do about that? I can't do anything about that. I'm aware of that. My lawyer, I've contacted my lawyer since he left.
Okay.
He said, you have to let him go.
So you have no parental rights in controlling your son. You have to let him walk out the door.
I have to, yes, correct. According to family court law.
I don't know what lawyer
You guys aren't
have.
involved in that, I know that.
Okay, I don't know what lawyer you have.
But you guys aren't in law to step into custodial issues.
If your child leaves in the middle of the night and it's 45 degrees out and you don't know how long he's been gone for?
He's 14 years old.
Okay, what legally makes him an adult, sir?
Really?
Yes.
Because if any of my children decide they want to go to their mother, I've already been through this 3 times already with your same police department.
Did you call your wife and make arrangements for her to
Do
pick him
I
up?
need to?
Do you need to?
Yes.
Where does your wife live?
What is your right in family court?
You know he's barefoot right now, right?
That's what he chose to do. You understand that, right? What do you want me? I cannot physically, if I would have physically controlled him to stay here, you guys would be arrested.
No, because that's
Yes, you
being a
would
parent.
have. No, you would have. That's illegal restraint of a minor.
You're his parent. That is corporal
No!
punishment. Not
We don't
being
have
around
a
him.
marital agreement yet. We're still in court. I called my lawyer. He said you cannot physically restrain him.
Okay, so what happened between you and your younger son here?
He left. He leaves all the time.
Your younger son here.
What's up?
You just disciplined me? Yeah.
Dad
Are
always
you
disciplined you
injured?
like that?
Does he have bruises?
Well,
No,
his,
do
red
I always
his ear is
discipline
pretty
you
red
like
from when you smacked him in the side of the head.
His ear is red because it's cold.
It wasn't red when we were...
Are you guys serious right now?
David thought he could outsmart the police, clinging to the belief that he knew the law better than the officers and had done nothing wrong. But his arrogance only made it clear how badly he had failed as a parent. Tired of the excuses and growing more concerned for the kid's safety, the officers decided it was time to bring his twisted version of parenting to an end.
I did not intend to injure any child that I've ever had.
Some of the video indicated.
Really?
Yeah.
The video indicated what?
I have kids, and I would. The way you discipline them, like he said, there's a certain extent when it comes to corporal punishment. Okay.
No, there's no such thing in court law.
Okay. Well, you know what? Do me a favor, man. Turn around.
No. For what?
Hey.
For what?
Don't resist.
For what? For what? No. What's your reasonable suspicion? What's your reasonable suspicion? You guys have to answer me that question. Are you guys kidding me? What's your reasonable suspicion to detain me?
Wait, don't.
What the fuck?
Stop resisting.
Look at
right
what you're
now.
doing to my kids. This is what you're doing. Really? Are you kidding me? This is what I'm doing to my kids? What are you doing to detain me right now? Because what? I punished my kids under the Florida law? Are you kidding me? As long as I don't intend to injure my children in my punishment, that is my right.
Well, also does the fact that you're intoxicated and you're the only
I'm
adult here.
intoxicated?
Yeah, I can smell the alcohol coming from.
Yeah, I have.
You can laugh all you want, sir.
Oh my God. You really think you're right now? You don't. I don't. What are you pushing me for? What are you gonna do? Leave my kids here by themselves?
Nope. Come on. You and I obviously have a different interpretation of how you deal with your kids, okay? And you
Yeah, well,
definitely
that's
crossed
what
the line
Florida
tonight.
law allows. Like, you guys
Absolutely
don't get
not,
it.
sir.
You guys don't get it.
We're going to be contacting DCF, explaining to them what's going on. So I don't know if you need to go to the courthouse, get some kind of something rolling in place to where maybe you get temporary full-time custody until
I
he
just need
gets
him
his
to
thing
stop
sorted out.
drinking.
No, I understand.
Because he's a good. I just need him to stop drinking and put this.
No, I understand. And like I said, I have a son myself, and that's hard to watch that video as well. You know,
Daddy was tackling you. Did it hurt? Over there.
you got a little red mark there.
Yeah. I know it's
All right,
cold.
buddy.
Okay.
Let me see the other side of your head again, because now your ear was really red right there and like purple. Okay. All right, buddy. You can sit in the car, okay?
This one is
Okay. All right.
It was the day after Christmas, and the father turned out to be the Grinch that stole the children's peace. David was charged with child abuse without great bodily harm, battery by touch or strike, resisting arrest without violence, and domestic violence. David's downfall was a harsh reminder of how quickly unchecked violence can tear a family apart. But just when you think you've seen the worst, another call would push the next officers into a more disturbing case.
I woke up and he had blood on his face and the mark on his face.
On August 20th, 2024, officers responded to a residence following a report of a child being left unattended by a pool while the parents were engaged in a heated argument.
Good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Do you have a little 4-year-old kid?
I do,
Okay. Somebody's calling in that he was back here by the pool by himself.
There's a big bay window. He's right there. He knows how to swim. I can get him real quick.
Can I just step in and talk to you guys real quick? They said you guys were arguing too. Is everything okay?
Yeah, we're okay. Can I get my boyfriend and ask him?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
All right. How you doing?
Good. Somebody called in and said you guys were arguing.
We were arguing out back, yeah, but we're fine.
Okay. And do you have like a little 4-year-old or something?
Yeah, we can find a medical
They were saying the kid was by himself in the back. They just want to check and make sure he's okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's been opening the door, going out back and whatnot. I mean, he's fine.
You guys weren't physical at all or anything like
that?
No. Okay. What's your first name?
Travis.
And are you all married?
No, we're boyfriend, girlfriend. We got Airbnb here together.
Yeah, if you want to get your driver's license, and then I'll just need her information too. I do have to come in and just make sure the kid's okay and she's okay.
Okay.
And that'll be it. Make sure there's nothing, that like they were saying it sounded like, something was going on. So I just want to make sure there's no domestic going on. All right, I do have to get a sworn statement from you. Okay. So I'm going to swear you in. Raise your right hand.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Do you swear from the statement you're about to give are true and correct?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me what happened this morning.
I woke up and he had blood on his face and the mark on his face. Mm-hmm. And I asked him what happened, and he said Travis did it. And immediately I went to the bedroom and I woke Travis up. I said, "Hey, can you wake up?" And he woke up. He looked at his face. I said, "Look at his face." And he said, "What happened?" He said, "I don't see anything." I said, and I was wiping the blood off it, he just had a bloody nose. It wasn't like there was like blood from an abrasion or anything. And I said, "Do you know what happened?" And he said, he was like, "No." And at first, he said, "No, I don't know what happened." And I was like, "Well, he's saying that you did it." And I was like, "I just need you to tell me, explain what happened." You know what I mean? I didn't think that, he would have actually done it. He was just saying, "I can't believe you would think I would do that." And then DFS called, and then that just escalated. He thought I had called the cops. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I was like,
Did he ever deny it and say, "I know I didn't do it"?
Yeah, he said he didn't do it.
Okay. I mean, what do you think?
I don't know what to think. And I know that I don't want to get in trouble.
Has your kid ever been injured before like that?
No.
Because, it doesn't look like he'd do that on himself.
Also, he plays, they play rough. He does play rough. When I say play rough, but it looks like, the only thing is, it looks like a handprint. That's the only thing. But he does play rough, and I mean, you don't understand. When I say rough, walks into side of tables, you know what I mean?
Right, but I mean, to leave a handprint like that, in my opinion, it's going to be a pretty hard smack. It looks like 3 or 4 fingers on his face, and it's red.
I know.
And then you're saying his nose was bleeding?
His nose is bleeding. He gets nose bleeds often, though. We literally just woke up, and I haven't gone any further with it. So, I haven't even had a chance to talk to him or anything. And I've been asking him to talk to me. I was, asking him to talk to me, but as soon as he thought that I called the cops, because they called, it was just shut down from that point on.
Well, I mean...
So, I don't know anything except from what I told you. He woke up, that's what happened, and I'm, flabbergasted. I'm completely flabbergasted.
But you do have to understand that, somebody that acts that way...
Always continues to act that way. I've been in abusive relationships before, I'm well aware.
But I'm not even saying that much. I'm saying that when you confront somebody that is not guilty, right, and nothing's going on, they're going to tell you, "I didn't do that," right?
Yeah.
But there's also going to be not marks like that.
I understand.
That's severe marks.
I understand.
That's not normal. I've been doing this job since 1998. Very rarely do you see...
I have a 13-year-old. And I'm one of 8 brothers.
I understand that, but I'm telling you right now, average person that sees that, DCF, a doctor, they're going to say that's child abuse.
Absolutely.
What started as a heated argument and an unattended child quickly escalated into a case of outright child abuse, shifting the dynamics of the case in an instant. The officer clearly had a lot of experience to his belt. He was determined to uncover the true culprit. It was time to question the little boy, and he had an entirely different story to tell.
Hey buddy, how's it going?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What happened to your side of your face?
Travis did it.
He did it?
Yeah, he did.
How did he do it?
Because he didn't listen.
Because you didn't listen?
Because he didn't listen.
Because he didn't listen. Did he grab your face or did he hit your face?
Hit my face.
Hit your face.
Yeah, he just, and I just put my face.
Yeah, I'm really sorry that happened to you, bud.
Yeah. Look at my chin. I think Travis did it.
No, the chin was from the glow stick.
My dog just, my king.
He hurt his chin yesterday with the glow stick.
King just, and I just put my thing.
Yeah, did he smack like that, or did he do that? Can you show me?
He just, and I just put my thing.
Yeah.
Ouch. And I just make my drink really fast in my tummy. So, look, see? My belly, my...
Do you have, does he have any other marks on him?
No. And no history of it. And he, like I said, I just woke up, I was trying to figure out what was going on. He's said that, like, I've done stuff before that I haven't done, so I don't know exactly.
Well, I'm telling you right now that he didn't do that to himself.
I know he didn't do that to himself.
And there's nobody else here besides the two of you, correct?
Right.
So when you went to bed last night, was his face like that?
No.
And you didn't do that?
No.
Has there ever been any child abuse cases in the other state you guys live in or anything
No.
like that? He has a restraining order against him.
With Megan, his wife,
Yeah.
yeah, I know about that. She stabbed him too. Like,
Yeah.
they have a pretty unhealthy relationship. What happened to your face? I need you to be honest with me. What happened to your face?
Travis did it.
Was he carrying you? Did he hit you? What happened for real?
He hit me
Why did he hit you?
because he was not listening.
He wasn't listening?
Yeah, he wasn't listening.
What was he not listening about?
Nobody in their right
I know.
mind is going to look at that and say
I
that's
know.
not
Look
child
at
abuse.
him!
So,
What the do I do?
Look at him!
I mean, you're not going to have to do anything, but I'm fixing to go in there and, Travis is going to be held accountable. Sorry.
And DCF will be called.
So,
And what happens with them being
So
called?
this can be more than likely a 4-hour response where they come up to the house today.
yeah, they're going to take pictures and they're going to talk to you and all that. Yeah. But I mean, as long as you just got to tell the truth, like you told me, and if you genuinely don't know,
I don't.
If he told you something or you know he messed up and you're trying to cover for him,
I
now's the time.
don't. I do not.
understand.
I do not
I know
at
what you
all.
told me.
I can't even f***ing believe that he would do.
Is he the biological father?
No, he's not.
Well, I'm gonna go there again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I put the cigarette out.
Just drop it on the ground. Hands together like a prayer.
Am I being detained?
No, you're under arrest. You're being charged with child abuse, battery. I'm gonna give you a chance to tell the truth. You haven't been doing that to this point.
I mean, not.
Look. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Hey, I've been a cop since 1998. That's one of the top cases I've seen in child abuse. You can't blame that on anything. That's not falling down. He's got handprints on his face. Okay. That kid says you did it. That Travis whacked me in the face. Okay, we've asked him 3 times. I asked him when I first got here. He told me right off the rip that you did it.
Someone had to be held accountable, and all fingers were pointing toward Travis. The mother, also showing signs of past abuse herself, admits to earlier domestic issues but had stayed silent. Their constant heated arguments raised serious concerns in the neighborhood, with residents worried for their child's well-being.
So right now,
Come here, let me hold you.
you're talking about his face is swollen. He has a black eye. Okay.
I know. I literally was fighting with him this morning, with Travis this morning. I was like this.
Travis can deny it all he wants. Not only that, but you have bruises all over you too, which means that you have also been battered by him. I've been doing this a long time. Tell me I'm wrong. He's not going to go to jail for it because I don't know when that happened. I know it's old.
It is. It's
Yeah, please get down, Mom.
So
Please don't.
I don't care what he does, what he makes, or whatever. We have resources down here that you can.
I mean, I'm probably
have
going to
access
that.
to. It'd probably be a good idea. Just get away from him.
Did you ever get arrested? Have you ever been arrested for anything? You've never been arrested for domestic?
No.
Okay.
I've always been a victim. I've been stabbed, plenty of times.
All right, cool. Hop in. Watch your head getting in.
Person being interviewed is a witness and the caller. You swear to affirm you will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
You called in this morning about an incident that was occurring on Long Meadow Lane. What alerted you to call us? What did you see? What was going on?
Okay, so originally, like, I was taking the dog out maybe 9:30, and I heard 2 adults arguing. The male was arguing because he had 1 cigarette left, and the female sounded distressed, like her voice was shaky, saying, "I'm I'm gonna call the cops. Didn't hear anything. I came back outside for something, and then I heard a child banging on the sliding glass door. Saw the child banging on the sliding glass door saying, "Is anybody home? Please let me in, please let me in." He was just wearing his swim trunks. They have a pool on the lanai, no baby gate, and he was out there on the lanai banging on the door, begging to come in. I stood there and waited long enough, I would say, for someone to get through the door 10 times, in my opinion, to let him in. Nobody came to let the child in. He's still screaming, banging on the door, so that's when I called.
Just the next day, officers were called back to the same residence. This time, the boy is spotted playing dangerously close to traffic, completely unsupervised. It was clear the mother learned nothing from their previous experience. Their reckless behavior and escalating neglect left the police no choice.
Now, finally,
Where's the kid?
he's out back with my husband,
Okay.
the backyard.
What's the situation? Are you?
My husband was out on the lanai smoking a cigarette, and he saw the little boy running in the road over there.
Where?
They live on that road, so like we don't have a house behind us.
Is there a canal in between you guys?
There's not a canal. No.
Okay,
So my husband ran over after seeing the boy running around back there
in the
for
road?
a while.
You could
Yeah.
see him in the road. Okay.
Yeah. And then, so he's like, "Hey, buddy, where's your parents?" He said, "Inside sleeping." He has blood on his chest. He has blood on his chest. His eye is all scratched.
Where's he at now?
I asked him who did that. He said,
Is he with your husband?
Yeah.
So do the parents know he's over here?
The mother now does. She just showed up like
So
a
is she
minute
with?
ago. I just called 911 to let them know that.
So is she standing back there with them too?
She said she was going to go get her phone.
Oh, really? She left her kid behind?
Yep, and she left him with my husband.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, everybody.
Hi. I'm the parent. I thought he was taking a nap. I went to go check on him. Door was open. He ran over here. It's been a hellacious couple of days. We've had things going on. We've been in social services the past 2 days. We had a domestic incident. So,
When was that?
yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay.
Yes.
So has he been back today?
We've talked. I told them that I talked to him and everything. I'm leaving. I'm going to North Carolina to stay with my mom. He's coming with me.
Okay.
DCF, they are aware of everything. I literally just thought he was taking a nap. I literally thought he was taking a nap.
So are you home or are you with?
I'm home. I'm home right now. I'm
Alone?
waiting. My dad's coming to get me, and
Is
I'm
anybody else in
leaving.
the house though?
I don't believe so. No.
Well, you got the blood on your chest.
That's an old wound. I guess he just scraped. I guess he scratched it. But
Can I see where you're bleeding from?
here.
Can you show your mom?
Yeah. That's old. They've already looked at it.
Can we look at it real fast? Just
Yeah.
can you,
Hey, come here. Hey.
Stop bouncing for 1 second. Can you look up so I can look and make sure you're okay?
Yeah, I do not.
Because you
I
got
can
blood.
get it from Vital
Look up.
Records
Look up.
online.
How'd you get that?
So I was taking a
Because
nap and he went
Travis
out of the
did
house
it.
again.
Today? When?
Yeah.
But the neighbors got him. He was
Or
out
yesterday?
back. Like I saw him and I thought that he was sleeping. I went to go check on him and he ran out the door again. They said to get out of the house as quick as possible and to get to North Carolina as soon as possible.
Well, regardless of whether you were sleeping or not, I mean, he wasn't being supervised, so it was an accident. It's an accident, but it's not a good situation because what we were just out here for yesterday, you know.
I understand completely.
So he's going to get some information from you, Deputy Overway, and I'm going to go see if there's any documentation on this scratch and all the.
No violation pre-trial. Yes, so he's going to go for that, and then she's probably going to go for child neglect. Neglect part of it, that where keep the safety plan. Musgrove's coming, he can explain to you.
I just want to go to my aunt and uncle's house.
I'm waiting by.
Can I stand outside of the car?
No.
No?
127 is going to be
Just
tied
going to
for
reach
a
out
while.
to you if there was an emergency. So there is an emergency, okay? I'm just going to give you the rundown really quick. Today, they let Travis out. He came to the house. I told him, he needed to leave, whatever. But because I didn't call the cops immediately, now I possibly could be getting charged with felony neglect.
No, do me a favor, put your hands behind your back.
Yeah. Can I say bye to my son?
Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
So your son is going to be placed in DCF custody.
Okay.
You will give her your mom's information, and she's going to talk to your mom.
Okay.
Place her arrest for child neglect.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have anything on you to stab, brick, or poke?
Nope, I'm clean.
Do you have pockets?
I don't have pockets.
No pockets, okay.
Go ahead. Please, please do.
That's fine.
Please.
I believe so. Yeah, I'm just gonna have you take a seat in here.
Okay.
Let me step this side. Okay, let me do this seat belt really quick. Whenever she comes back, I'll let you move out, stuff like that, okay?
Okay.
Alright, just watch your knee for the door.
With escalating risks and a lack of responsibility, the situation demanded urgent intervention to protect the child from potential harm. The woman was charged with neglect of a child without great bodily harm, just as the situation for the boy left unattended by the pool escalated into a grave concern for his safety. The next officers had to rescue a toddler from one of the worst cases of child neglect.
So you said the last bath was about a week ago?
Yeah, this was bad.
When's the last time he's been to a doctor?
That's a good question.
On October 17, 2023, officers, along with CPS, responded to a residence following a report of a neglected child, including a lack of food and proper living conditions. This wasn't just another routine call. It might be one of the worst CPS cases ever.
There's literally so many cans.
Okay.
And we have started to grow on the cans.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm with DCS. How are you, honey? Okay. So I have to come in and do an investigation and make sure he's being unsafe. I will have to. You'll get what?
My mom's a house owner and grab it.
I have to come in. I have to come in the house.
Yeah.
It's not safe, and I have to remove him.
I haven't been able to find him.
Okay, so is that where he sleeps? Okay.
Like,
Yes.
sorry. Oh my God.
Okay. Okay. And is there any paraphernalia in this house? Meat in this house? Is there meat in this house?
No.
There shouldn't be, or you don't know? Okay.
I don't know what he's doing anymore, honestly.
Okay. So what about, is there meat in this house?
We did have some.
Okay.
They may be gone. He may have taken it when he left.
I'm going to give you guys a duty to inform notice. Okay. It's a notice to duty inform. So I'm informing you that DCS, you now have an open DCS case. Okay. So we'll be back in the morning, but I'm gonna
how early in the morning?
I don't know, but you guys need to figure it out. Because we're gonna be in your lives until this is taken care of.
Well, yeah, I'm willing to do it, but
so right now, all I'm worried about is Brandon.
Well,
you guys are adults. You guys can fend for yourselves. He can't fend for himself.
Well, we usually fend
He can't fend for himself. He can't say anything like, "Hey, I don't feel safe here. Hey, my mom and dad are fighting," or he's 4.
He's 4, but believe it or not,
but still, he's 4, and so you guys need to worry about the safety of this child. No, nobody's saying anybody's a bad mom. Nobody's saying anybody's a bad mom, but when there's domestic violence and there's some issues, then we need to get that taken care of, right? Because the baby right now is the #1 priority.
He is, and
so you guys need to figure that out.
But I have no money.
I understand, but we gotta.
All my money goes out into.
And DCS has great resources.
We have a lot of resources, so let me help you, okay? But you have to be willing to accept and help.
The house was in terrible condition, unsafe for any child to live in, and immediate action was necessary. When officers returned to the residence the following morning, they discovered no steps had been taken to improve the situation. This wasn't the family's first encounter with police, and further investigation only gave the officers more reasons to hold the parents accountable for their actions.
11. Yeah? Is mom home?
She's asleep.
Can you wake her up for me? Okay. Alright, so I'm Amanda with the Department of Child Safety. I don't know if you remember me or not, but I had you back in 2019.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, well, you were the first one.
I was your first investigator, yes ma'am. Okay, so we got a report about some things going on here. So I know you met with Jessica last night?
Yeah.
Yeah? So what's going on?
Well, last night I was asleep. I'd woken up and he had been yelling about something, but I didn't understand.
In your neck?
Yeah, this is dad.
Was he asked to leave this property last night?
Yeah, I came back this morning.
Is he allowed to be back?
I think so, yeah. Feels right.
Okay, so what's going on with the house?
It's cluttered, basically. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't look good, Tisa.
No.
Okay, so who's all living here?
Mom, Dad,
okay. Anybody working?
Not at the moment.
Hey, Junior.
Mom has her check.
What are you doing?
So, what are you doing? Sitting a check?
Yeah, Mom's
Grab
her
me.
check. Okay, got that?
When's the last time you've been to the doctor?
Oh, that's been a while.
Okay, is he up to date on his immunizations?
No, I need to go take the shot myself.
Who's his primary care doctor?
Now I know her. I haven't seen her in a while.
So no one's working in the home?
No.
No?
Just got into the job yesterday, but...
So you said the last bath was about a week ago?
Yeah, that's just bad.
Okay.
Being put down with him just suppresses him.
So what do you guys use for discipline for him?
Hey, no.
That's not nice.
We don't do that. Okay? Listen to me. No, sir. No. Look at me. I will say
Those are sores or bug bites
you
or
gotta
something.
stop being mean.
Probably bug bites.
You can.
Are we gonna get bug bites?
You're a good kid.
Wait, is that contagious?
I want to spank you, but I have to.
Okay, so what's up with all the marks on him? So he's got all kinds of cuts and sores, and you guys are bed buds, or what's going on?
No, he's kind of clutchy with his mom.
Okay, well some of these are like bites. They look kind of like bites and stuff. So like.
Yeah, we're thinking ears. I've been trying to take a picture of it. You know, that's the problem. When you have someone putting you down, it's hard to stay up. It's hard to be a good person.
So my report also indicates that you're in a relationship with Grandpa.
No.
Are you guys in a sexual relationship?
No, he thinks so, but it's not like that. My dad feeds me. He gives me cigarettes. He has a bed that I can just crawl in. And if there's no pallet made, I mean, if he's asleep on the couch, I just have to crawl up on the floor. There.
Junior sleep.
With Grandpa.
Okay.
So everybody's sleeping with Grandpa?
Not everybody.
Well, you said you do and he does.
I do when
Where's Tiny sleep?
Her room back there.
Alright, can I do a walkthrough of the house?
Don't fall through the floor, Amanda, when you get in there.
Okay. So where's the food that you guys have?
Right now.
How do you sleep on the couch when it's like that?
I usually don't. I have to curl from the floor. That's why I've been sleeping somewhere. Because he doesn't always have my back. He doesn't always make a pallet, so sometimes I just have to clear up the chair and sleep in it, and I get bit too. There's things that have been biting me. I'm not sure what, but...
So, I know from my understanding last night, Jessica came out here from DCS. She told you guys to clean up. So has this been cleaned up?
Not exactly. After everything, he goes dry. But his dad is coming in this morning and he's already...
Okay, so where's Dad at so I can talk to Dad?
I have no clue.
The level of neglect was criminal. Officers and child services were shocked to find the child covered in bug bites, with his last bath more than weeks ago, sleeping in the same bed as his own grandfather. The mother's appearance spoke volumes, but it was words of the father that were far more striking.
Sorry, just bringing my camera so you're aware I'm recording myself.
Oh, okay. So the department received a report. So we were out last night. You weren't here, so I'm going to go over your rights with you first, okay? So DCS has no legal authority to compel or make you cooperate with our investigation or to accept any services, but it is our hope that by working together we can ensure your family has what it needs. Your refusal to cooperate does not in itself form a basis. Yeah, those shoes are entirely too big for him.
Does he have shoes of his own? Can we put shoes of his own on him?
He does, but I have to find him, and that mountain of whatever it is hard to...
So if at any time that I felt that your child was unsafe, I do have the authority to petition the juvenile court. Your refusal to cooperate does not in itself form a basis for DCS to take custody of
You'll be better off without those on, so why don't we take them off? Do you want to take them off?
So is anybody working right now?
No, but her mom makes a paycheck.
How much does her mom make?
Her mom makes probably $1,000 in Social Security disability.
So how's that making ends meet for 4 adults and a child?
Exactly, that's my point.
Okay.
There's nobody will clean the house, but I can't do everything for everyone and go to work.
How long have you guys been living here?
Now, if I were maybe a living caregiver or something, that would be different, but I'm not.
How long have you guys been here?
We've been here now for going on 3 years at least.
So, because I don't know if you remember me or not, but I had the original investigation back in 2019 when he was first born.
It wasn't this bad originally.
No, it wasn't, and that's why I'm...
And then it wasn't this bad when we came back to here, usually.
So when's the last time he's been to a doctor?
That's a good question.
Okay. Is he up to date on his immunizations?
That's a good question.
Okay. Is he meeting his milestones? Daycare?
We don't do daycare, but I do try to work with him from time to time.
Okay.
You know, with letters and shapes and such.
What about potty training?
Potty training, if I can get him to cooperate. Sometimes he does go on his own. Sometimes he does want to go.
Okay. What about substance use in the house? Any
substance use? Her mom's doing marijuana.
Okay. Anyone else using
No, I do sometimes, just stay calm, but I try not to oversmoke.
Do you have any marijuana on property right now?
No.
No? If you do you lock it up, or what's that look like?
We usually put it up out of reach.
Okay.
If I can help it, it's put up out of reach.
Any history with or?
History of it, but not any.
You're maintaining sobriety?
Unregulated use.
Okay. If I asked you to drug test, would you be willing to drug test?
Maybe.
Okay. Why maybe?
I guess I could.
Okay. So, I mean, if I know that you're going to pop positive for I already know that, right?
Right.
So that wouldn't be a concern. When's the last time you had a job?
Last time I had a job was over 3 years ago.
When's the last time Tisa had a job?
That's a good question.
They're all living off of grandma's $1,000 a month Social Security check. But they don't have, there's no food. I couldn't see any food in that house.
What, baby?
I'm sad.
I know you're sad, honey. But look, Grandma'll get her house done, and then we'll work with these people and get you back, okay?
Oh.
It won't be long. Grandma'll do everything to get you back.
Ready? Give them loves.
When you do take him to Grandma, let her know I'm doing.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to. So I have a whole process I have to do with that. So he's not gonna go right to Grandma's. He's gonna go to my office, and as long as everything pans out, then absolutely that's something we will totally explore. Okay.
And I will get this done out.
Okay.
But I just can't handle this.
He said you have my card.
Yeah.
Okay. So give me a little bit, and probably tomorrow morning I'm gonna swing out and drop off the stuff for you to go drug testing. Ready?
Go for a ride.
Oh. Are you hungry? Yeah.
Starving Marvin? What's your favorite food? If you could eat anything, what would it be? Yeah?
You want nuggies? I like nuggies. Let's go get some nuggies.
Do all you guys shoot a grizzly? Come on over here, Tessa. Tessa, I'm gonna detain you for this at this point in reference to your case, okay? There's some stuff I gotta go over with you. She's being detained for an old case. So Tessa, it looks like you have an adult abuse warrant.
The home was filled with 4 unemployed adults who allowed the place to fall into complete filth, with each of them giving excuses for the state of the home and why they had no jobs. This shocking revelation emphasized the urgency of the situation and the need for immediate intervention to protect the child. As a result, the woman was charged with child vulnerable adult abuse with intent. If you've reached this part of the video, then you truly are a crime fan. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more similar content.